Good morning and welcome to Mimosas in the Morning with Leslie and Holly. Today we would like to introduce you to our new friend, Susan Lezaun, who is with Suitcase Adventures. And we're sitting here in Florida today. As you can see, normally we're burning up, but today is sweater weather. So it's like a miracle here in Florida that we're actually a little cool and not burning up. So
we get to wear sweaters.
I know, we're
so
pretty
excited.
excited. But just want to thank you for joining us today, and let's get started.
So thank you again for coming to be with us. What happened was, as we saw on ABC News, Susie talking about her suitcase adventure. Not a company yet. It is in the process. She's going to talk about that. I don't want to take that away. But I saw it and I sent it to Leslie. I'm like, we had to do this Facebook Live. This is awesome. This woman is on fire and she's amazing and she's doing something great for our community. And guess what? She's a military spouse. Air Force. So hubby is retired,
Yes.
but will always be a spouse. And so we're like, even better, we've got to get you over here to do Facebook Live. And so I sent her a message and she agreed to my craziness, okay? She agreed to come today on Facebook Live with my craziness. So we're going to ask some Q&A. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay. So what is Suitcase Adventures?
Essentially, I saw a video by Tiffany Haddish about her white Alexander McQueen dress. And she did it in her fashion where she was funny, going to get her money's worth.
Yes.
And part of that came out that she was thinking they could auction it off for prom dresses for girls. And then at the end, she was like, or. And I listened, because the way she said or, kind of, because it was in the background. And I turned around, she goes, or we can buy suitcases for foster children. And she went into like 45 seconds of the explanation of how they get packed up and they're in a garbage bag. And that every child doesn't, well, not every child. Children shouldn't feel like they're garbage.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And that a suitcase is just, it makes them feel like maybe they're on an adventure when they're already dealing with a not so great situation. And I bounced into my husband's office, true to Susie fashion, said, hey, I started a Facebook page and we're starting a nonprofit. And he looked at me and nodded his head because that's what he does.
He's a good military spouse.
And he said, okay. And I go, no, look, here's the Facebook page. And he was like, oh, okay, we'll come up with a plan. And I go, okay, but I want to do this after I close out this other thing. So 6 months, babe, 6 months. We're a little ahead of schedule. And yeah, I posted and I got a couple of suitcases from some people in our neighborhood, and I reached out to a kid's place, which is a local foster home in our area, and they were like, yeah, we'll take them. So I did a drop off. I got a tour. That tour kind of solidified that I was going to do this. And this past Monday, thinking Black Friday's coming up, Cyber Monday, people may be looking to upgrade, get rid of, maybe a pretty new suitcase, because I like pretty colors.
Mm-hmm.
So every time a pretty suitcase comes out.
I have a great pink one. Hard case too.
Yes.
Love it.
You need it because you're always traveling for sports.
That's
You need
That
that
is
big
true.
And I was like, listen, if anybody upgrades their suitcases, I'll take their gently new ones, get them to where they need to be. I know that I was told, it's not that I know, but I was told that around the holidays, some of these children get to travel back and forth to family, and they don't have a bag to put their stuff in. So I was like, I'll just make a last push, maybe through the holidays, Christmas, I'll get a couple more. And I got contacted by Nicole Griggs of ABC Action News.
We love Nicole.
Yes.
She's on the ball. We love you, Nicole.
And she was like, this is great. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, can we bring a kid's place in? Because they do have other needs outside of suitcases. And I want people to know that there are things we can be doing to help them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And a kid's place quickly said yes. And they were able to interview the CEO, which I think also, as crazy as it sounds, isn't just some crazy lady collecting old suitcases.
Right.
It gives a location to where it's going.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and we're just gonna full steam ahead, and trying to coordinate some pickups in the area.
And so your goal and your mission of Suitcase Adventure is to
Collect suitcases and get them to where they need to be. Foster cares. If there's a foster parent who has a kid who's going back who needs a suitcase, if I can get it for them, I will.
Fantastic.
And so that goes to leading to how can our community help support you? How can they reach you?
Right now, we're kind of, until I get everything kind of on the ball and more organized, we have a Facebook page. If you IM me, I try my best to answer IMs
She's
within
very good.
24 hours.
We've done a whole hour conversation. Never spoke on the phone. Totally on Facebook.
I do try to answer as soon as I see the message because I don't want people to lose interest. And I am keeping tallies. Like I've started a board, kind of trying to put people in geographical locations so that when I go out to those locations, which I haven't gone out to all of them yet, but when I make plans, I can reach them personally. So
do you need volunteers? You need help?
I am going to need help. I am going to need volunteers. We're looking for companies who will possibly allow us to use their locations as a drop-off. We have one who said that in Plant City who said she'll start after the beginning of the year because of break. They're a gymnastics studio.
Okay, that's great.
So, but they're only gonna, they're very busy right now. They hadn't planned for this. FYI. Like, this is kind of just rolling today. But she did say.
But your heart is in the right place.
I'm gonna
When your heart is
try.
in the right place, that's why this happens and it just blooms. So, I call it like ivy. And when you give it sunlight and water, it grows. And you're gonna grow. You're growing.
I figure like the need is never gonna stop.
Right, it's not.
Some kids are gonna leave with a suitcase and not come back with one. And if they go back, they're gonna need another one. This is going to be something that just happens. So and that's unfortunate too.
Absolutely.
Because
it's heartbreaking. To me, it's just heartbreaking because, I think about, as military families, how much we've moved and holding on to something that feels like it's ours. And I think about these children, if they have to travel, it breaks my heart, with a bag.
Right.
It just breaks my heart. It just seems like there has to be more. And if it's something that small that can give a little continuity and a little ownership, I think that's a beautiful thing. I think what you're doing is a beautiful thing.
if you watch the clip with ABC News, the CEO said it best, it gives them a sense of, it gives them a boost of self-esteem.
Yeah.
So, I do have great plans. I would like to outfit social workers with bags so that if they go to a house, they're not sticking them in plastic bags.
Right.
Relax. That's like a year down the road.
Well, maybe not, because you're gonna get lots of volunteers. The community is going to support you. We're going to have an outpour of people who would like to open up their businesses. And
we understand when you're starting a nonprofit, it can be overwhelming. And, I think one thing that we want to throw out is, we have a lot of people who view our show, within the military community, all over the country, and maybe even the world.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, what if they want to get involved? How can they do that in their community? What would be your recommendations for that?
I would reach out and see if there's any local foster homes. Maybe even DCF in their area.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I get it, talking to DCF is hard. I actually left a phone call or two and I haven't gotten a return phone call, but that's fine. You're gonna keep trying. Part of the plan in talking with my husband this week, because all we've done is talk about this at this point. This has been our Thanksgiving and I'm just this could not have happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And almost a better time to start getting the message out.
Right.
Because it's that season, and if you can plant the seed during that season, it'll grow. But I would like to set up, when I do this, I want to do it right, so that I can set up a kind of an outline, that if somebody wanted to do it in their area, this is what
The
you could do.
resources. Mm-hmm.
That way,
that would be fantastic.
So I'm going to introduce you. I have a girlfriend that's a coastie wife, and what she has done for the past couple of years is she collects goodie bags, got toothbrushes and soaps and all that. And so I'm going to introduce you to her, and she can tell you what she's been doing in the areas that she's PCS, and maybe y'all can collaborate. Because collaboration, as we know, spouses, is a powerful thing. When you kind of piggyback onto someone else and you help, is better more than one person. And
Yes,
something, and the
absolutely.
same, it's the same goal, the same mission. You're doing things a little differently, but it's the same. But it's for foster children. So she's doing the same thing, but not collecting suitcases, but collecting like toothbrushes and toothpaste and toiletries that they need.
And they do. Like, I know at a kid's place, she's like, we go through body wash like it's like a
Yeah.
style because they have teenagers.
Yes.
I don't know if you.
I have some of those.
Yeah, we have stinky boys. I don't have a stinky girl yet, but I got stinky boys.
Oh, I got the girl.
If they play any sports, they stink.
Yes.
Deodorants, like all those things.
And it adds up.
It does. I will tell you, locally, a kid's place has done, from what I've been able to see, and I like touring places when they don't expect you.
Right.
Makes the difference.
It does. Like, I like to make appointments to tour, and then I like to tour them in their law form.
Yep.
I don't know if they were planning on giving me a tour because they didn't really know what time I was showing up. I was like, coming back. Dropping off some suitcases. And I have to say, at least locally, it was well thought out. It was clean. And for a kid's place, they also give employment opportunities to some of the kids that are there.
So where is this located? Can you give our audience?
Oh, we can't just go. That's the one thing about a kid's place. You really have to, you have to plan ahead. You have to contact them. I know that they try to keep the children very separated from a lot of the
But like
people
for
who
me,
want to come and volunteer.
I don't know what a kid's place is. So
Oh.
if you're like me, I have no clue about a kid's place.
Yeah.
So where are they located so that someone can do the research? We can also have our good web person, Trish. She can put it on the website, the phone number and all that, which you can give us afterwards. But for our audience right now, like where would someone like, oh, well, I'm not here in Tampa, but the people that are in Tampa area, where is this located?
It's located down Lithia Pinecrest.
Okay.
Valrico address, isn't it? Is it technically a Valrico address?
I would.
Everything runs into everything here, so you can be on one road and then literally go a block and you may be in Brandon, Valrico,
Yeah.
Riverview, just some.
And I've only been here a year and 3 months, not that I'm counting, but I'm just saying, so I'm still learning.
I've been here 7 years and I haven't figured out what the boundaries are.
Mhm.
So
I think it changes because I literally don't know. My address, you can sit there and put it in the GPS, and one day it says Riverview, and the next day it says Lithia.
Yeah, so
So
there you go.
it goes to like how you start like your house, your community. I think we're all in Lithia.
yes, are you Lithia?
I don't know. But I gotta figure this out, so you gotta tell me where am I? So you think it's in Valrico, but it's called
A kid's place.
a kid's place.
And
And is
we're
that like normal? Is that normal where you go somewhere else? I mean,
Well,
if
the
we
thing
go to a
is,
different place.
I think the thing is that, and for some of our people here who are going, oh my gosh, this is great, what can I do? Look for that in your area.
Yes.
Google can be your best friend.
Google is wonderful. And YouTube.
And you
Google and YouTube give you so much information.
And then we're going to post with your Facebook page, so that you can always contact Susie. She is your friend right now, of being able to put you in contact with whoever else. Whenever you want to drop off suitcase, or you can get with Susie and drop it off directly with her.
I will be in South Tampa this weekend. My daughter dances, so sometimes we go out to the studio out there, over by Henderson Boulevard. So if you're out in that area, I can arrange to meet up with you at a location. Trader Joe's is not too far away. Fresh Market's not too far away. Based on conversation again with my husband, he doesn't really want me going to anyone's houses anymore.
No.
there, you really don't need to do that.
So we are looking for public locations. And while I'm there, I'll be talking to the people there to see if I can set up, or I can go there once a month
Okay.
and set up. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna look for places in Sarasota.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
we can
I might be able to help you out with
Yeah,
that.
so we can
I have
branch
a lot
out.
of connections there.
That's wonderful, because I would love to, like, again, in our Hillsborough County-ish area, set up locations and also find other places who need
Yeah.
this as
Well, I
well.
think I read somewhere where Tampa is one of the largest areas with the need of foster care.
Yes.
If I'm
They
correct.
are, I was researching a little bit this morning. Their kids in the foster system tend to go up about 44% in this area for some reason.
That's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, and I think that's the thing. And again, some of you may be sitting there going, "Now, why are you all doing this? Because what is this to you?" And this is about us, like we said, it's building community. It's becoming part of our communities when we get there. Whether you're active duty, whether you're retired, be part of your community, make it better. And that's what Susie's doing, and we want to support people like Susie who they're doing the right thing.
And I like to give back. So today we went over a little bit longer than we normally, but this is something that's super important. And I want to say thank you, Susie, for coming. We also have a cute little military home Facebook. So we want to say thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you. I love coffee.
Yep.
Well, then it's perfect and it's cool.
And it's
so enjoy.
Joy.
Thank you guys for having me.
No, thank you. Again, we're going to get, as soon as we can, all the information that we talked about today with Suitcase Adventures Facebook page, Susie's information, so that if you are wanting to help or got volunteers, if you know anyone, if you know a business that would like to support Susie's mission, goals, all that information will be up on our Facebook page, a Military Home Base, that will also be up on our website. And remember that Military Home Base brings you home one base at a time.
See you next week.
Thank you.